problem, as well as providing a better future for children living near the CILIWUNG River. It is River Ranger Jakarta. Joining us this morning is Andriana, or Nana, the community's co-founder and curriculum coordinator. Good morning, Mbak Nana. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, good morning.
Morning. Mbak Nana, River Ranger Jakarta was first established in 2017. Could you please tell us what prompted you and your co-founder to build this community, especially for the children in Condet area in Jakarta?
Yes, so good morning everybody. My name is Nana. I'm the co-founder of River Ranger Jakarta. I'm here to actually, my partner, the founder of River Ranger Jakarta, Shaikh Harvey, was not available, so I'm here to replace him. So River Ranger Jakarta is established in 2017. Last time we found that we saw many activities of the children in nearby the CILIWUNG river bank, and we think that they have to do better things rather than just staying there doing nothing, because we see that the area is secluded and the adult, the teenager, and the young people are all together in one secluded place, and it's not. They are not interacted with other people. They are not educated enough, and they can do better. So we thought, let's fill the afternoon time by doing better activities and learning something new. So we start doing classes actually in 2017. At the beginning, we do English classes, math classes for them to be more educated. Yeah. Then we thought, I think it's better to do something even more because they live in the river bank and they don't have anywhere else to throw their garbage. So most of the people just throw their garbage to the river. So we think it's better for them to learn the danger of plastic waste and how not to throw it to the river. Instead, they separated it, segregated it, and then make it into something else like composting and reducing the plastic waste itself.
Yes.
Hi, Banana. Paul here. When you care about the environment and you care about people that are living in that environment, there are so many ways you can help. You can raise money, you could perhaps get a group together and clean up. But River Rangers Jakarta focuses a lot on education, especially for the kids in the river area. Why is that?
Yeah, so we found and we know also there are many communities alongside the riverbank in the CILIWUNG River from Bogor until Jakarta, because CILIWUNG crosses 3 cities in Indonesia, yeah, Jakarta, Depok, and Bogor. So we don't want to focus on cleaning the river actually, even though we have cleaning the river activity every month, but we are not focusing on cleaning the river. Instead, we are raising the awareness, we are educating the people, children especially. So we educate children in the CILIWUNG River, more the children, not to the adult, because it's easier to shape new lifestyle, to shape their minds instead of changing lifestyle and behavior of the adult. So we thought it's easier to do it with the kids. And the plus point is when the children do it, segregating waste, making eco bricks, and taking garbage from the river, it clicks to the adult. If the children can do it, why can't we?
Absolutely. That's actually a great approach, because you're killing two birds with one stone, actually. What you're doing is you're thinking farther ahead into the future, because if you change them while they're young or put a proper mindset in them, then that will just carry on throughout the rest of their lives. And plus, you're right, setting an example for us adults that should know better. That's a great point.
But you mentioned about changing mindset, right, Paul? Well, changing mindset is always a challenge. I don't know about children, but like children sometimes need convincing too, right? So how do you get the children to cooperate and be river rangers who help protect CILIWUNG River consistently and also sustainably? What sort of methods do you use with them?
So we make it as a game. Actually, it's a play and learn kind of thing. So because children also doesn't play in the river bank because it's very dirty, and then the people think that Ciliwung River is dirty, but actually it's not dirty. It's the sediment of the water that we see. The river is very brownish color, but it's actually sediment. It's not all garbage and waste. But Ciliwung provides clean water that used by everybody in this area, Condet area, Depok area, Bogor area, Jakarta area. It's the main water source of Jakarta actually. So Ciliwung River is good, and we want people to go to Ciliwung River to see themselves that this is the Ciliwung that we know. In Condet area, if you come here, it's the forest over here, like you see in the pictures. It's not those Ciliwung we see in the middle of the city where the concrete was there, and the side alongside the river there's a concrete. But this place is really like Ciliwung last time. It's just that the waste is there. But we take the children there, and then they see the fun of going there, and they like to clean the river bank, and because it gives them the empowerment that they actually do something about their neighborhood. Plus, they get to play alongside the river bank, which they don't do it often.
Right.
Yeah,
Kids
so-
love
We
playing
take
it
a
all.
lot of yes, and we take a lot of children to do bebersih barang. The children from the other like schools. We take children from schools, and then the whole school come and see the river themselves. And then those Jakartans, they don't play with muds and dirty soil, right?
We should.
So we
We
take them,
should.
Us city
Yeah.
take them to the river bank and play there.
Yeah,
because-
They had fun.
Because we have to take care of it. You know, like when we talk about Ciliwung River and the problem of waste and garbage, it's been going on for hundreds of years since the
Really?
Dutch colonial era. But Nana, why do you think that we still have the same problem until now? Is it because we're not, you know, like satu kepala, we don't have the same concept or the same care that actually all of us living, you know, in Jakarta and also the areas close to Jakarta, we all have the responsibility to take care of this river.
your waste is my waste. Like your city is my city.
Exactly.
Yeah, because if you don't see it and you don't love it, right? Because Ciliwung River, you can't see Ciliwung River in your daily life. We see the concretes, the buildings, the high-rise building. We don't see the river. But all you see the river in the main city is not the river. It becomes a huge gutter. It's a sewage that you see in the middle of the city. But if you go to Bogor side or Depok side, the Ciliwung River is still the real river with a lot of big stones, like the real river. So I think if you're talking about the flood, the problem will not be solved because actually we are living in a flooded area. For Betawi community, the real Jakartans, actually the flood monsoon season, the flood season is actually, we call it a festival. So we call it Festival Ciliwung. Why? Because it happens and we cannot do anything about it because the flood will be there. We are living alongside the riverbank and the flood is there. So what they do is not to prevent the flood, but actually they enjoy the flood. The fish will be there. The soil will be fertile and it's very good. But for us, who live in the place far away from the Ciliwung, we don't see the river. Flood is a problem because the water is creating problem in the city. But actually in Ciliwung River, the water is good. A lot of water is good. We are the one who live in the waterway.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Never
The
thought
fault
of
is
it that
ours.
way.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I never knew about that.
True. Nana, you know, not everyone is accepting to change, especially when it requires an overhaul of your lifestyle or perhaps the way you do things on a day-to-day basis. Has there been anyone that has been, or groups that have been resistant to some of your changes or programs that are implemented in order to make things better for the CILIWUNG River?
Of course, this River Ranger Jakarta is actually started by the founder, Sheikh Harpi, actually to change the behavior of the children and the adult. So the classes started because he found that a lot of people of the do gambling during the daytime. So he wants to change the behavior. That's why he started the class. So to change that behavior itself is very tricky, because adult we cannot just ask them to stop doing it, right? So we have to do a different approach by having classes over there. The kids will be gathered to classes, so the adult will be very shameful to do what they do in the afternoon, right? So they stop. Eventually, after that, the gambling stopped, and the children doesn't do gambling anymore, and it's good for us. To changing behavior of this plastic usage, it's very difficult because it's not taught in the school. They don't do it every day, and their father, their mother, the family, the grandfather, the great-grandfather also do it. And we live in the time where everything is wrapped in plastics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Single-use plastic.
Yeah.
So the danger is not the plastic itself, because our computer is made of plastic, the bottle, the TV, because everything will be heavy if it's not from plastic. But plastic is a good invention. It's just that we overuse it, and the single-use plastic, it's supposed to be banned at all from all the company, all the producers, because this everything from fruits, food, and everything that's not supposed to be wrapped in plastic is wrapped in plastic.
True.
So all this plastic wrapped, single-use plastic is the one who created problems.
Yeah. You know, sometimes it's just a matter of simplicity. Like you could buy a nasi goreng, like fried rice, and they'll put it in a little baggie. All you have to do is say no. Just say, because that's what we do all the time. No,
Bring
it's
your
okay, I
own
don't need it.
tumbler, bring your own
Yeah,
box.
spoons,
Yes.
things like that. Like we do these things on a day-to-day basis because we're used to it. But you're right, Banana, this isn't really taught in schools. I've had to teach my kid at home these little things, but not knowing if she's getting this information elsewhere or not.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And children, you cannot.
Yes, go on,
You
Banana.
cannot teach children. You have to show them.
Right.
Yes,
You could learn,
yes.
Yeah, learn by doing.
You can't just say it to them, but you have to show them by being an example
Exactly.
for them to follow. So we spoke about plastic earlier, Banana. What is eco brick? Could you please explain what is eco brick?
Eco brick. We started to explain, because it's difficult to explain the danger of plastic waste, single-use plastic waste. So we asked the children to create eco brick. We learn it from our friends also, and we go to many places to tell the children how to do eco brick. So this is not information that we give from us to the children. Actually, we learn it from somewhere else also.
Yes.
Eco brick is a brick. If you touch it, is as solid as brick.
Wow.
Eco bricks is done by a lot of organizations in the world to prevent the single-use plastic to go to the TPA. What you call it?
Tempat pembuangan akhir.
The dumping place.
Oh, okay.
So the waste
dump
dumping
sites.
place.
Yeah, the waste sites.
The thing is, this single-use plastic, the plastic wraps that we found it every day in our daily lives, they are not segregated, and they won't be able to just go away. They become microplastic, and they go to the river, they go to the sea, and they got eaten by fish, and the cycle carry on. So what we do is we prevent this single-use plastic, the wraps, to be dumped in the plastic dumping place, and we clean it, we dry it, we cut it into pieces, and we just put it inside of these plastic bottles. You can do it in small plastic bottles like this, 600 milliliter. The weight will be 250 grams, so it's a quarter kilo. Or the big one, the 1 liter one, you can put it inside, and then you you make a half kg eco brick. So inside of this will be hundreds pieces of single-use plastic cut into
Wow.
pieces.
Okay.
So
Wow.
very solid.
So what do we do with that?
In many places, in many countries in the world, they created actually a building from eco
Really?
bricks. In Indonesia, yes, in Indonesia there are many eco brick organizations like Sanggar Hijau Indonesia,
Yes.
Komunitas Eco Brick Jati Asih, and in Jombang and in Surabaya, in many cities in Indonesia, they have eco bricks as a solution, and they ask a lot of people to create it, and then they make buildings out of it.
That's
Outstanding.
amazing.
That's genius.
Yes,
Right,
it's
because
really
you're
amazing.
jam packing
And
as much as
actually,
possible into one place, right? And then you'll have a perfect
Yes.
use for it.
Very good, and this is very good because you can actually exchange your eco brick to other organization, even to the whole country in the whole world. You can just go to ecobricks.org, and then you can actually give your eco bricks if you don't use it to any part of the
Wow.
world.
What?
That's so
amazing. And it
cool.
helps those that need building materials. You can get free building materials because
Exactly.
all the material is out there now.
Hey, you're gonna have a new house soon, so eco bricks,
You're
huh?
right.
Yes.
Good idea.
Yes.
Wow.
And so, but Nana, let's talk a little bit long term. Basically, your organization is planning to promote waste segregation at home. You mentioned composting earlier as well. When do you plan to begin this, or has it already begun?
It has already been done, although it's very difficult to ask everybody to do composting. It's a very
Yeah.
simple method actually. We've done it for 5 years, over 5 years already, and it's very simple to do it at home. There's so many methods that you can do that doesn't create any smell or any odor, and
Right.
it doesn't change any behavior.
That's the stigma, right? If you're composting, like, oh no, I'm
Yeah.
gonna have cats all around my
Very
house all the
smelly.
time.
Rats and
Yeah.
cats, but actually you don't. There's a lot of ways to do composting at home, like Kota Tanpa Sampah and Zero Waste org. They have a bin. Sustainable Indonesia also, they have a bin that doesn't create any smell. You can put
Oh.
it indoors, and you just
Wow.
can dump your waste covered in soil and dump again, covered in soil, dump again, covered in soil, and suddenly in 1 month the whole waste will turn into fertilizer, into
Oh.
compost.
I need to do that. because
Amazing, right?
I have been
I-
looking up composting lately, and that's
I tried, but I think I failed.
Yes.
well, it's a little
I
bit
think I
tricky.
didn't know how to do it properly. I need to find one of those YouTube videos.
Yeah, it's a little trickier because you
Yes.
live in you don't have a backyard, right?
No, I
Whereas at
don't.
home with a backyard,
Yeah.
my sister has one. She puts it just far away from home because she has a
Right.
regular conventional compost. But you're right. Some of our colleagues in the studio as well have actually learned about home composting, where it actually doesn't cause a fuss
Yes.
or a smell. Or
Because the problem is Jakarta dumped 9,000 tons of waste per day.
A
That's
day?
equal to, I don't know, 36 blue whale. The weight every day.
That is shocking.
Every day.
Yeah.
Shocking. 9,000 tons is a lot. This is not a small amount, and it's every day. Can you imagine how
Oh my
big
goodness.
mountain of dumping in the Bantar Gebang, right? You can
Right.
imagine. And Bantar Gebang is going to be closed soon, and they have to find new place. So
That's
what we
sad.
do is like in the movie Wall-E.
Yes.
We're just moving
Yes.
places,
Correct.
dumping our waste.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
The thing is, 60% of the waste is actually organic waste, household waste, household waste. So it's our duty to actually segregate our waste. The organics you don't put it inside of the plastic and put it inside the trash bin. Why? Because it will decompose. It will rot inside of the plastic, while the plastic's actually not rot.
Right.
And then inside it will be very gassy with the methane gas. That's why back in 2004 or something, the explosion in the Louis Gajah dump
Oh, it's from that.
place, right? Because the methane gas will create a lot of gas, and then it will explode.
That's true, because sometimes if you notice, you have a big trash bin.
Right.
at home, and it has been there for a while with organic waste and everything. And when you open it, it's warm.
Yes, right.
You know,
okay.
that-
right,
yeah,
yes, yeah.
yeah.
You get like kind of a warm waft of
Yes,
air. Oh, that's what it
exactly,
is. It's
yeah.
a buildup. That's scary stuff, especially those numbers you presented to us, Banana. But we are so thankful for you and your group's
Yeah.
efforts and continuing to battle this kind of very difficult hill to climb, you know, and we hope you continue to do so, and please do be diligent, and we will try to do our part as well.
Yes, we will.
Definitely. Yeah.
It's time. Thank you so much, Banana. Have a
Thank
lovely
you,
day.
Melissa.
Good luck to you and the River
Have
Rangers.
a lovely day.
Thank you for your
very
time.
much. Thank you for having us.
Yeah. So, home compost. I've been wanting to do one. I'm
Yeah.
so ashamed that
I
haven't
actually
really
have
gotten around to it.
the box and everything, but I